Grazies and that up the lakes and stuff, didn't
There's your hard brick hole there.
Yeah.
There's your hard brick hole there.
Hard brick hole there. What's it called?
Nice little doggy. 2 dogs there.
Ooh. Aye.
5-star rating in here as well for your hygiene. There's a bloke on the counter here, look. Got a butler. That's not real.
I thought it was for a second.
I thought he was real.
Just for a split
We're going to stand next to him. He looks a bit younger than you, Keno.
He's not real, is he?
No, not real. What are you doing? Touching his hand? That's weird.
Do you know who he looks like?
Donald Trump?
Count Dracula.
Count Dracula.
Will this place be expensive? So, latte.
Latte?
I always say latte.
I say a latte.
Latte.
Latte,
Is posh,
latte.
I think. I think I'm more posh than
Herman Monster, you, aren't you?
Herman
You're
Monster.
Herman Monster and I'm Dracula. Like,
Speak for yourself.
good movie there somewhere.
So your lottery tickets like to?
No. Don't be shy, come a bit closer, Keno, come a bit closer.
Yeah, you
Well, I don't bite.
Yes, you do.
He says I'm Dracula.
You're coughing your head off. I don't want to.
I've come down with a heavy cold today. I was perfectly fine last night watching the live stream and doing the match commentary for the Leeds game.
When I look at this, I've got a tiny little head on there. And yours get big.
I'm here today with Keno, Daft Lad of course, Daft Lad Keno. Out and about today, but we're going to chat about yesterday's Sunderland game. I've calmed down now. You know, I was very irate and like everybody else a bit disappointed last night with the way we ended up finishing that match. Because the first half, for me, I thought the first half was a good performance against a good side, a quality side like Leeds. All the players they've got, James, Solomon, you know, they've got Tanaka, they've got Piru, they've got lots of good players, and I thought we held our own and kept them at bay and we held the shape well and the formation was good and we never let them into the penalty box. And to go a goal in front, what's your thoughts on the goal, Keno?
The Isidore goal.
Isidore goal, aye.
I'm not too sure whether the ref would have given a penalty if he'd missed, or did he play that advantage because he was fouled.
Yeah, I reckon he could have, didn't he?
It was a blatant penalty, but sometimes when they play that advantage, they don't come back for the free kick or the penalty, do they?
It was a good finish though. He's a good finisher of goals, isn't he?
Oh, he's a good finisher.
Does well. I think he's really good.
He's a bit like yourself, actually.
Good finisher, exactly. Yeah, you're right there. Anyway, what was your thoughts on the first half?
First half we held our one.
Aye.
We looked a little bit dangerous now and again. We could have scored in the first couple of minutes.
Could have, yeah, definitely. Aye.
With hindsight, probably just as well we didn't.
Did you think we were the better side in the first half?
No, I
overall?
don't.
No. You think Leeds were the better side?
Leeds were the better side, but we played all right. Them didn't look too dangerous. He had loads of possession.
Aye.
The second half, if you want us to.
We'll get the second half in a minute. Here at the Hardwick Hall. We've just gone for a bit of a walk. Hardwick Park, Hardwick Hall, a bit of exercising. We thought we'd chat about the match now that, you know, the dust settled next day. Got his Sunderland scarf on, his Sunderland hat on, he's got his Sunderland coat on as well.
Sunderland coat on.
But I know Keno has got very...
And I've only been to one match all season. Great support of me, like.
Keno's...
Number one fan.
Keno's... at the match when he was younger, didn't you?
Oh, I've been, yeah.
All over the place, Keno.
I was at the cup final in 1973 when we beat Leeds.
Aye, we beat Leeds, aye. And we scored...
before, no?
Yeah, we scored on the 36th minute yesterday. The same time, apparently, Ian Porterfield scored in the 36th minute. And we can't think, are we going to hold on for this shock victory?
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Somebody mentioned last night on the stream, it was 36 minutes at the same time as Porterfield scored in the FA Cup final.
Yes.
And
I didn't know.
Out of all the teams I've seen played this season before last night, I thought Leeds were the best team I've seen so far. But second half, Keno, very opinionated, got his own opinion on the second half. What was your thoughts on the second half, Keno?
It was an absolute terrible performance by us in the second half.
Aye.
Absolutely terrible. To be honest, I thought we were much better than that. But we went into the defensive mode, didn't we?
Aye. Too negative, weren't we? Too negative.
Yeah, we were trying to hold on to a lead, which is absolutely stupid when there's 45 minutes to go. We parked the bus. They're the same these days, isn't it?
We came out and we had 2 or 3 minutes where we
Very
looked
early
as
on,
if-
yes, we did.
We looked as if we were going to go for it again.
Yes.
And that's my opinion. I think we've had a good season. We're 4th place. We kind of complain. Got a bunch of young squad. Relatively new kind of head coach to the championship. So I thought we were going to continue the second half kind of in the same vein as the first half. But it's just, we've played so well this season. I know we've had this knack of switching off last 10 minutes and letting loads of goals in. But to be in 4th place with a new head coach, I think we performed quite well to be clear in the playoffs. So I thought last night was a brilliant opportunity, especially when you 1-0 up at half time, to really go for it and try and take the 3 points. Nothing to lose last night and going for the 3 points. So coming out and parking the bus, as Keno says, is disappointing, Keno.
Yeah, so was that the intention? Or did we have no choice because Leeds were pressing us?
Leeds up the game, of course. They're going to up the game. They've had a good vodka at half time or whatever, or a good talking to, and they've come out and they've pressed us back now. It's whether we fall into that defensive mode because they're pressing and we kind of get out. It might be a bit of both, Keno.
I don't think it was actually. I think we purposely went into defensive mode, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, because we didn't even have like Isidore standing on the halfway line. He could have been up there.
That's what
Once we
Ray
got the ball,
said.
we had no options.
That's what Ray said. He says, why do we always have everybody behind the ball?
I can't understand that, yeah.
We should have someone on the halfway line. Isidore, with his pace he has, you can hump the ball forward, you can get past the defenders, and they should scared.
Yeah, so maybe it's when the opposition's got a corner, why don't we have the smallest bloke standing on the halfway line? There's someone like Roberts. Why do you have to have every single person back in your box?
That's a good point, right?
I just don't get that. I can understand Isidore comes back
He's
for the
tall.
corner because he's a big lad, but the likes of Roberts, somebody who's small, who's not much good in the air,
Yeah.
it was wasting the time standing there for a corner. Why don't they stand the halfway line, and then that means
Keep
two of their defenders
right.
two of their defenders have got to stand with them.
But the whole of the second half, plus we had poor retention. We didn't pass the ball well.
Or like
Whenever we got the
Candy
ball, we give it straight back. And we're always pinning our one half. Passing was poor.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's the tactics in the second half, I don't know, but we kind of held our own. Now, the manager gets in a bit of a catch-22, doesn't he? Because if he doesn't change the team with the substitutes too soon, if he holds on longer, and we let a goal in, everyone's saying, well, he should have made substitutes to get slated. But then when you make substitutions, when it's 0-0, and that team has done brilliant, defended, like the Alamo, kept it at 1-0 to Sunderland, kept it at 1-0, and then you make substitutions, and you make poor substitutions, and we get beat, you get slated again. So I think personally he made the wrong substitutions. I think Samid as a number 10 role, I just don't understand why you would have him. It was like a headless chicken. It was like you may as well took off Chris Rigg and had nobody else come on, because Samid fell over for the first goal. He was nowhere to be seen for the second goal. He was just running around as a number 10 and never got the ball.
Yeah, true, but you can't just blame one guy. It wasn't one
No,
guy.
you're not blaming one guy. I'm blaming. I think it was a negative side of Regis Debris by making that substitution. What was the point in changing it?
Yeah, go on, shout. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Don't worry, I'll look after your wallet for you.
Aye. I'm pretty cold. Anyway,
So my views on that is Samadi's a defensive midfielder. So if you're bringing a defensive midfielder on and you want to keep the status quo, you take a defensive midfielder off. So why didn't he take Bellingham off?
but he didn't place him as a defensive midfielder.
No,
he played him as
he played
number
him in
10,
a different position, yes.
which you may as well
That's
have.
the point.
The only outlet we actually had was Isidore being up there. If he was close to the halfway line, they had to keep the defenders up there.
Yes.
And that's what they were frightened about. As soon as Mienda come on and Samid come on, they were out of the game, they weren't in the game, and the Leeds players weren't that bothered about them.
But I know some of our can't remember us having an attack after them two came on, except the last couple of minutes we did have.
Once it equalised.
Yeah, maybe one attack or something, but we had very few attacks and very few of the ball after them two substitutions came on.
So taking off Isidore was a poor decision.
Of course it was. He was the only threat.
You can't say, well, we're frightened of him having another yellow card because half the team had a yellow card.
Yeah, it makes no difference. If he gets sent off 10 minutes ago, it doesn't make any difference.
I know we lose a couple of games in the future.
Yeah, but
in this specific game, you should have kept Isidore on. And I can understand not playing Mundell and Brown because they've had nasty injuries and probably. But then again, why they're on the bench if that's the case?
Yeah, that's it. If you're not fit enough to play. Defensive, too many defensive decisions made by the manager and the team or whoever was making the decisions. I'm presuming it was the manager.
I mean, this is obviously his tactics, isn't it? If the pays off,
like hold on to the lead, but that doesn't work. Because it brings them on, and it's attack after attack. It's corner after corner. It's free kick after free kick. You are gonna score. It's as simple as that.
Strength and depth. Leeds had a much stronger substitutes bench.
Yeah, but saying that, I think if we played our normal game, our normal attacking game, or played on the counter, I think we could have held our own and getting a result.
Yeah. I mean, we see in games we go behind, we bounce back. Once we go on the offensive, we're a different team, a different unit. I mean, look at Burnley. It was 0-0 against Burnley. We made the change, put two up top, and we were all over them like a rash, all over them. So the whole defensive, I just don't understand it. For me, it's too negative. And yesterday, it was a free hit for me. Yesterday's game was a free hit. We had nothing to lose. We're in the playoffs, basically. We cleared the playoffs. We had opportunity to close that gap. We're 1-0 up. It's a free hit. Nobody really expected us to win the game of football. To be honest. Wait, I think we all wanted to win.
I think we had a good chance. I must admit, I thought we were as good as Leeds before that game, but now I admit we're not as good as Leeds.
No.
We're nowhere near as good as Leeds.
So I mean, I think in my mind, I was thinking, well, if we go into this game and just try and defend, we'll lose. We may as well go into the game and try and attack and go for it. And when you're one in front, you may as well go for two. You may as well go for two because you're never going to hold on for 45 minutes against a team like Leeds.
So when we nearly scored in the first couple of minutes, I says to my mate, the only good thing about this is we haven't scored early, because I believe if we scored in the first minute, we might have actually lost 3 or 4-1.
Right.
Because we would have parked the bus for the whole of the first half and the whole of the second half. And I honestly think we would have done.
We need to change them tactics. That's the only criticism I've got of Regis Debris, is whether
defensive substitutions.
Whether this is defensive on purpose, which it must be, because you can't keep on doing the same thing over and over again.
It's got to be.
Has to be his mindset. The way he wants to play his football is to get the goal, hold on to a lead, and try and counter-attack them. But teams like Leeds, you can't counter-attack when you're penned in.
As a matter of fact, if Leeds had scored first, I think we might have won the game 2-1.
Really good attacking team. And I think we had our worst. We had our worst when we just sit and defend.
I was very, very disappointed. It's the worst second half performance ever. I mean, you can argue that we held them for so long. They didn't have that many shots until late on, when they equalised and when they scored. But that wasn't the point. They were always going to get chances.
And the deeper we got, obviously the more they're going to come forward, isn't it?
Yeah, and they must have had about 80% of possession, or maybe even 90% of possession.
Kind of embarrassing, really, to be honest.
I was very, very, very disappointed. Especially coming from a part-time supporter like myself. Very, very disappointed in the performance. I remember watching us once in 1985 when we played better than that. It's a little bit disappointing that they scored the winner when there's about 2 seconds to go. But we asked for it. We asked for it. It's a bit like you, Terry. I don't know if this has got anything to do with anything. Sort of staring out in the daylight for too long. So the sun rays get on you.
Aye.
sort of thing, and you get sort of struck down.
I mean, a lot of viewers won't understand this because like they don't like listen to the crap and the mads out and about the other channel.
Or some people think you look like Count Dracula. You know, right? Right? Right, I'm going to go to the toilet.
Almost done.
Oh, he's still on your knee, props.
So overall, who was your man of the match last night, Keno? Anybody deserve man of the match?
The guy who scored 2 goals for them, I think, was man of the match.
Yeah, oh yeah, man of the match. Who was man of the match of Sunderland?
Our goalkeeper played alright, but he's distribution's not very good, is it?
No, it's not. You don't think he was to blame for both goals? Like, he could have had a chance of stopping both goals. He was better positioned for both goals.
Yes, he flopped at one of them, didn't he?
Aye.
Was that the first goal or the second goal? He came out and flopped and missed it.
But yeah,
Saying that, I'm struggling for somebody to pick, to be honest.
I think Dan Neil probably had an okay game out of all the players. Dan Neil played okay. I think Isidore.
Yeah, he did.
But what he had to do, Isidore, he did well. He scored the goal.
What about the time Isidore got the ball and he went past about 3 of their players or something?
Aye.
He just, with his long stride, just was through. He wants to do that even more, maybe.
And there's one opportunity where Roberts cuts across the face of goal at the edge of the penalty box. Isidore makes the run into the penalty box and he ignores him. And if he passed to Isidore, he was clean through 1-1 with the keeper. Which was disappointing from Roberts there, I think.
Yes, I remember that one.
Aye. But yeah, so not too bad.
I got lost again.
Not lost.
I came out on a different floor where I had all the wine glasses on the different floor instead of coming back upstairs.
You get lost in your own house, don't you?
I certainly do.
Well, that way and don't come all the way around though. Go on. He gets lost in his own house, this bloke. Yeah, overall, I'm bitterly disappointed with last night's match. I thought it was a wasted opportunity. I thought we were good enough. We are good enough. We need to believe in ourselves. We really do need to believe in ourselves. I don't know why the head coach and some of the players are so defensive when we have the quality and we should believe in ourselves. We could have won that game. Not over just yet though, not over just yet. We have got Hull on Saturday at home and Leeds do play Sheffield United. Now if we beat Hull and Leeds beat Sheffield United, it's back down to 5 points. So
you're very optimistic, aren't you, Terry?
I'm very optimistic, I am.
Very optimistic. Why don't you just kiss the top 2 goodbye? But you never know. You never know.
Never say never, Keno.
Aye, it's a good
I
saying.
was all doom and gloom last night. I was devastated last night.
Tomorrow's a new day.
I've woke up with cold. But yeah, if we can beat Hull, we can bounce back. We normally do. When we get beat, we have every single game so far this season. When we're getting beat, we've bounced back with a victory, I think. If we can beat Hull and Leeds beat Sheffield, we're only 5 points behind. 13 games to go. You never say never, do you?
Just remember the famous saying.
What's that?
Tomorrow's another day, but yesterday once more.
Exactly, there we go. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Daft Lad Keno. Off to the pub now to get some food.
I'll be going for some food.
Here in Sedgefield. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Good night. God bless. May God go with you. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, folks.
Bye.
Bye now.